I gotta turn that down a bit. This is killing me. What's up, guys? Welcome. Gonna be working on Chud Logic's GockBound today. Just hanging out. Actually, gonna change the fucking music. I want some chill shit. There we go. Something chill. Yeah, gonna work on Chud Logic's GockBound tonight, and I want to do another pass on Idle Streaming Bonanza and see what's up with that. I want to make sure everything's like fucking pristine. Well, as pristine as I can get it before I release it. And who knows when the fuck that is, because I'm still waiting on Steam. So we'll see. We'll see. But tonight, there's some work I want to do on the PC controller. It has to do with like the swapping mechanics already done. As far as like actually just like selecting and swapping, that's finished. But these values that are in here, these need to be representing like their actual stats, like their current stats. So get rid of that timer. So that's my next thing I'm doing, is just making sure these work. And then the party system's done, aside from switching. Next thing I need to do is just like literally be able to add the party members, which would be like a bool, and make sure that their quests are done, because they're gonna have like little quests that you have to do or some shit. And then you'll be able to add them to your party. So I'll figure it out. Oh shit, you know, I didn't even think about this. By the time you hit the PC, that's a game design issue. Oh no, I could just have them locked. I can just have them locked. That works. But it don't matter. It could just be a pool, like saying, hey, are they unlocked? If they are, make them available. Don't gray them out. All right, let's get started. Okay, we were last in the PC manager, so I gotta bring up the PC controller. I gotta figure out what to do with this. And for each of the player cards that are within the... I could just add a reference to them and just do it like that. I think I'll just do that. It's more work, but fuck it. Well... yeah, fuck it. We'll just update for each one. Yeah, I should be able to access them now. Hold on. Visual Studio on first startup fucking starts bugging out for me. I don't know why. I have no fucking clue why. Ever since I updated it, it's been doing this shit. Dark Void, what's going on, man? How you doing? Okay. Oh shit, bro. Yeah. I totally forgot that you asked for help in Discord. I don't even think I brought up my Discord. I've been gone all day. I have been gone all day. Starting it in hand. Okay, I meant to hang in. With functions, I'm not sure what public private does, but I guess it's having a public function. Make it so other objects in the scene can call it if they go. Okay, so your question for this. Sorry, man. Sorry. Your question for this, public and private references, or public and private functions. Public means you can access it from other scripts. So for example, like let's say I have OpenPC panel here, right? You see how it's set to public? Well, because it's set to public, I can now access it in another function, or another script. This is my game manager. If it was set to private, here, I'll set it to private real quick. If it's set to private, I would not be able to access it. Only this script can access it. So in the game manager, where I'm calling it, it is now showing red. And it says PC controller.openPC panel is inaccessible due to its protection level. So that's the point for private and public variables. It could be variables, it could be functions, whatever. A lot of my stuff I have public because I reference it in my game manager. But it is good practice to, if you're only using that function within that script to make it private, you can also practice encapsulation. Now, what encapsulation is, you see how I have public bool is near player and it's set to false? Well, encapsulation would be I set it to private. I set the main one to private, and then I come down here and I set a public one with the same name is, but spelled differently. So my how I do it is I usually name my my variables with an underscore, and then if I want to do like an encapsulation or a public one, I name it the same but use capitals. So it is near player, and then I'll do a getter and a setter. Oops. Public bool, my bad. Public bool is near player. And then you would want to do a getter and a setter. Now you can do just a getter if you don't want that bool to be changed. Like if you don't want anybody to change that bool ever, you can do just a getter and just get the value of it. Or you can have a getter and a setter. So you would get you could do it like this, get, and then you would say underscore or return underscore is near player. If you're getting, this returns this bool right here. Okay, that's where you would set it. Or this is where you would get the information that you need if it's set to private. This is called encapsulation. If you want to set that bool, you can have another one inside of here, and you can say, this is for setting, you would say underscore is near player equals value. Now what that says, I can go down here and be like, is near player, oh hold on, is near player, hold on, let me do it here in Awake. You can say is near player. This is the this function, this bool, and you can say equals true. And because it's equal true, it's setting it. So it's going to set this, and then in turn it will set this one. If you want to get it, you would just call it. So is near player. And what's cool is if I want to just have it just be a getter, let's say someone else is working in your code, you could say is near player equals false, and it won't do it because it's read only. You see in this gray pop-up window, it says is near player cannot be assigned. It is read only. So I know it's a lot, like but there's just certain things that you'll pick up along the way. Me, I'm more laissez-faire in my own projects. I don't really mind. I like encapsulation you want to do in like single or multiplayer games to make sure things are protected and they can't be values can't be changed. Same with like if you're doing like like I said, online multiplayer game, there's different architectures that you have to use in order to protect your data, because you don't want the player to modify data. But the other shit, the encapsulation and stuff is always good practice. I'm more laissez-faire with it because I don't really care. I don't mind if people cheat in the game or anything like that. It's a single player game. You play it the way you want. If you have any other questions, man, please let me know. We can hop in a call tonight if you want, like live. We can do it live too. And I can help you out. Are you still getting those errors? Are you still getting those errors? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. What I need to do right now is get some values. Thanks a lot. The errors was because I was being dumb doing things like this dot position dot x equals plus equals 1. Okay, got you. Yeah. For anything movement, like there's plenty of tutorials out there. But you could use like RB, like you can use your rigid body and add velocity to your rigid body. You can do it some other ways as well. I mainly use rigid bodies. But anything, if you need more help with like encapsulation or anything like that, please let me know. I can help you out with it. Update PC interface. I think I'm doing this the long way. And the long way is the pause manager way, which is this shit right here. I don't know. There's a better way to do this. Get component follower. Okay. Text. There's a better way to do this. I'm going to grab this though as a snippet, and I'm going to paste it and just have it for a reference here. Oops, shit. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to do for each. We're in player cards already. We're already in player cards. We're getting the component, we're getting the image. Is in active pause. Okay, this is fine. For each, let's say Game object. What am I using? N? G, okay. And N. Player cards. No, we're already in player cards. I don't need that. I need, we're already in player. Yo, Bill the Butcher, what's up, man? How you doing? We're already in player cards. I need to be in game manager. Dot, oh boy, who's this? I got someone DMing me on Twitch right now for some reason, instead of talking in chat. Good, tired as hell. That week off between semesters went by like nothing. Yeah, dude, especially when you enjoy your time off and shit. Back in the grind, plus I started the work study too. Yeah. Well, hope everything works out for you, man. Just keep your fucking nose on the grindstone, and you'll get through it, brother. It'll all pay off in the end. Just fucking just knock it out. Game manager instance dot. I need the party controller, party manager dot, and I want character panel party members. Okay, so for each party member, if g dot name dot contains in dot name, then do this shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I got the credit hours. Counts as full-time for sure. Full-time for summer semester with GI Bill. 8 credit hours counts as full-time for summer semester with GI Bill. Hell yeah. They condense courses that are normally 16 weeks down to 10 weeks, so it's balls to the wall. Yeah, that's how my college was too. I was able to earn my bachelor's in like 2.5 years. 2.5 years, 3. No, I started in 2019. I graduated 2021, so 3 years. I was able to graduate in 3 years. And I was only doing like 1 class at a time, and I was getting full credit. No, I was doing 2 classes at a time for a while, and then whenever COVID hit, they were giving credits out differently. And I was able to do 1 class at a time and get full-time credit. It took longer, but it was what I needed at the time, because I was also working on some other games and other projects, as well as looking for a job. So okay, if g.name contains in.name, so this will be like, because gname has player card on the ass end of it, on the ass end of the object's name, and in does not. In just contains the name. So it'll be like Aiden player card, and this will be like just Aiden, but it's saying, hey, it contains this. I can hit this. I'm finally learning Linux, and my other class is Cisco 2. I wish I learned more about that shit. I took a little Cisco routing in the Army, as well as fuck, I can't remember. It was Sec Plus. We didn't do Net Plus. I have the certifications. They're in my my binder from the Army, but Cisco is going to be really useful, depending on what you want to do. You're going to be making bank, dude. You're going to be making bank once you find a good job. You're going to make some good money. Especially if you're doing fucking government work. You're gonna make good money. Alright, so if I'm in here, do I want to debug this? Let's debug it real quick. I want to see what I grab. Debug.log. And we're gonna say G and N. I want G and N. Dot name. Dot name. I want to see what I'm grabbing. Oh, what's happening here? Why? Let's do plus. Oh, there we go. That's why. All right, G name plus N name. I'm gonna see what I grab real quick. Attach to Unity. Yeah, I'm tired of making peanuts. That's why I decided on the career change. You know that LPNs are only GS6. That's 40K a year, and now it's backbreaking work. What? LPN? What are LPNs? Sorry. GS6. I feel like they're making more than 40K. 40K sounds pretty low for this day and age. Oh, licensed practical nurse. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like 40K sounds pretty low for nowadays. They might outside the government system. Okay. Yo, I thought government work pays pretty good. Oh, you know what? It might be contractors. It might be the contractors that work for them. I don't know. I was doing background checks for the FBI for. I didn't stay long. I didn't make it past training because what is it? They kept extending training. It was like I was only supposed to be in training for like a month, and I was there for 6 months. So I got the fuck out of there. Government makes good money for the right job. Yeah, I was making 50. I want to say 50K. Yeah, I was making 50K there, and then that was 2018, 2019. And then like shit for my current job, I mean, I don't think I make the median. No, I'm making the median for programmers here in Florida. Which I lowballed myself whenever I accepted the job, but my boss, he's been cool. He's like been giving me really fucking beefy raises since I've been working there. He even raised my pay. I was like, hey man, like it's just not cutting it. Like I'm not making ends meet, and he bumped me up 10 grand. So the company I work for is really cool. Oh yeah, let's check our console. All right, we got Aiden, player card, Aiden, Beckett, player card, Beckett, sticker, okay, DK, Queeman, Emerald, Sunday, Purple Pepsi, and Stylo. Okay, so we are getting the information. I want to know other things. I want to know G dot get components and children. Can I get like everything? Let me see Text Mesh Pro. Text Mesh Pro dot name. Can I do that? Oh, there, yeah. Get components and children. Dot. Well, I shouldn't even have to do that. I should be able to do this. Let me see what comes up whenever I do this. For instance, the RNs I worked with doing the exact same job were GS11. Okay, damn. Yo, I was able to make a reference. Wait, I was able to make a reference to the rigid body 2D and add force to its X position, so that was cool. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was able to do that too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I can Dark Void. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Whenever I get a break, I'll go through on YouTube and toss you some Unity videos that help me along. Trying to kind of get you started. It'll teach you like some basic shit like moving, creating projectiles, possibly melee. You can watch my tutorial on animation. I have one in there for animations. I can like set you on a path to make a platformer if you're interested in that. I can like curate a tutorial list to at least get you started. I need to learn the basics, and I'll be experimenting like how I learned Godot. Okay, that's fair enough. If you have any questions, man, please reach out. I'm decent at C#. I'm not the best, but I can definitely help you out. All right. Text Mesh Pro, I got 9 of them. Let me see where the 9 are coming from. Canvas, where's my canvas? Right here. PC panel, scroll view, viewport, content. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There should be more than 9. There should be 1, 2. There should be 18 of them. There should be 18 of them. Text Mesh Pro, text.ui. I think they're all named the same too. Health text, FP text. Oh, fuck. Let me see here. I want to do this. Let's do G dot. Oh, I can't do that. I can do this. Text Mesh Pro. Health equals G dot get component text mesh pro dot text. No. I can just do this, and I'll do this FP, and then I can say G dot health dot text equals G dot get component party follower dot current health dot toString, and then same for here for the other thing, FP I believe the issue is that once it hits the first one, it fucks up. Get components in children. I don't think it loops them all. And I could do something else. I could do list I'm gonna make a list up here. List text values and oh shit, no. Text mesh pro list values equals new list text mesh pro. I'm going to clear the list at the very top. List values dot clear. And then here, I'll say list values list values dot add G dot this shit get components and children text mesh pro. Actually, it's probably best. I want to see what's in here anyways. To list. I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not, but I want to see what it says. Oh, it's not gonna do it. Cannot convert system.collections.generic list text mesh pro to TMP text mesh pro. Why? Why can't I? It's interesting. Why wouldn't it let me do that? Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of this. Equals this shit. To list. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna set a breakpoint here and see what's in there. I want to say for each var v in list values. Son of a bitch. List values. I want to say debug dot log v dot name. Let me see what that says. To list, what's in my list? 0, interesting. Okay. Huh. Why 0? Why 0? Why 0? G. Aiden player card. Children. There is literally health text here. I'm gonna try something else. Let me try something else. Let's do game objects instead of list. I'm curious about something. I wonder if okay, so get components in children game object, and then I could get the components in that children and see if they're text mesh pro. I think that's how I'm gonna have to do this. I'm trying to think. Shouldn't be that way. Yeah, it's on. Okay, well, fucking shit. This is bogus. Let me go back. This is getting 0. This is getting 0. Get components and children. Okay, this is the player card. And the components and the children are here. Health text, FP text, button. Does get component and children I'm already streaming.
Did you empty the
Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. When I take a break, I will. Okay, ask ChatGPT, does get component and children return all instances of a type? For instance, if I have 2 text mesh pros as children of a game object, saying no. Does not return all instances. It only returns the first component of T it finds in the children, including the game object itself. Okay. If you want all instances of a type, text mesh pro components under game object, you would use get components and children. Oh, yeah, that's what I did, you fucking prick. This will return an array of all text mesh pro components in a game object and its children. All text meshes. Let me see here, because that's what I'm doing, and it's not doing that. Get components and children. It says it returns an array. Maybe I should just do the array. Maybe it's having problems with the list. Let's do an array. Let's do that. And then list of values. I just want the count, so yeah, we'll do this. For each list of value, debug vname. I want to see that. And let's just set a breakpoint here. Breakpoint, list values. List values is, it says 0. Oh, brother, I'm retarded. It says 0 because this is the first instance of this. But it should say 2, not 0. TM pre text mesh 2. It should say 2. Contains name, list of values, empty, text mesh pro. All right, let's see what ChatGPT has to say about this. so you can get components that children receive all TMP fields under a player card. This is correct approach. Checking if the game object's name matches entry in the party members list before updating. Okay. Ambiguity in identifying which TMP is for health, FP, or name. Just logging their names isn't enough. You want to update them. TMP components may not have unique names unless you've manually named them. You're looping over party members and matching by name, which can lead to false positive if names are not unique or partially matched. Assuming your card has TMP children like health text, FP text, yes. You can fetch them like this. Oh, it's just telling me to do it the fucking long way. Oh, wait, hold on. Text mesh list values equals get component in children, text mesh pro. And then health text null, FP text null. And then for each of those, you want to assign them. TMP.name equals health text equals TMP. TMP name equals FP text. Yeah, we can do that. Once you find the matching party member in, we can set that. Okay, let's try it this way. Codemaster, what's up, man? How goes it? Party swapping? Yeah, so like I'm working on, well, not party swapping. I'm working on the UI that's in the PC right now. So these values here, they need to update whenever I open up the PC because I want it to reflect how much health they have and whatnot. So that's what I'm doing right now instead of just having like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I'm doing it. I'm trying to do it in a different way than just hard coding and assigning each one. I want to loop through all the player cards in that. I want to loop through all the player cards in there and then grab the text out of there and just update it that way, depending on the player. I'm just trying a different way, different approach. And the only thing that's hanging me up is this fucking shit right here. This get component in children is not. It's leaving my list empty. And that's bugging me out. So I'm conversating with Sergeant GPT. Text Press Mesh Pro U GUI. Am I using that? I'm not. I'm just using Text Mesh Pro. I fucking hate using Text Mesh Pro, dude. It is a pain in my ass. Using setters like you explained earlier? No, not using setters, no. No, right now I'm just trying to fetch data off these game objects, and it's just being a little bitch. This is not working correctly. I'm just trying to assign this. I'm trying to fill this array with this information. But I just think I'm going about it in the wrong way. Oh. Okay, so I think it's doing it because at the point in time they are inactive. They're saying it's saying if it's inactive, and they are objects. Yeah, they're not enabled at that point in time, so I have to pass true. Okay, okay, let's do that. True. Let's see if it fills out now. At this point in time, those objects should not. Yeah, these objects are not. Well, they should be. It's right here. It's set active. PC panel should be open. Let's see. Maybe this will fucking fire it up. Let's see. Okay, Text Mesh Pro, true. List values. Yeah, I'm still getting this, like, what the fuck is this? List values. It's not even, like, showing what's in there. What is V? What the fuck is V? It's showing just TMP Text Mesh Pro this. I think I'm using the wrong fields, maybe? Let's see if I'm using the wrong fields. It says if it's underneath the canvas, it's using GUI. So, which it is, it's underneath the canvas. So, let me see how that works out. I gotta stop this. Okay, I changed it to Text Mesh Pro UGUI. Maybe it'll do it now. Set another breakpoint, save, and press play. Okay, list values. Ah! Okay, that was it. That's all that was happening. Okay, now I can get values for these. Cool. Alright, so we're good. Health text, FP text, okay. Let's continue. So now that I'm getting those, I want to assign those. So I need to do Text Mesh Pro UGUI health equals null, and I need one for FP text value and text value. We're gonna set those to null, and then in here, oh my fucking god, this scared the shit out of me. Jesus Christ. Oh, the text-to-speech ain't working, but hey, baby, thanks for the sub. Love you. I love you. Thank you for the sub. God damn, boy. 37 months with the Twitch Prime. Yo, Bill, that got me. I got the heart rate going. All right, this is good. And then, I want to do, made me jump a little too loud as fuck. Okay, G that contains name, this is good. I want to do, I need to set the health and text values. So I can do in here, I can say if v dot name is equal to health text, do this, else do this, v dot name. Oh shit. Else if v dot name is equal to fp text. Do this shit. V dot name equals health text value dot text equals v dot text, and then the same for this one. And we'll say fp text value text equals v dot text. Okay. And then I want to assign that to the game object. So down here, I can say g dot I think I still need a reference to the other things. No. G dot get component. No, I think I still do need a reference in there. Hold on, let me think. Let me think. Health text, vtext. Where's vtext? Vtext is list.values. List.values is this. I don't even think I need this shit. I could just assign it directly and say v.text is equal to g.get component party follower dot health toString, and then this one current FP, and I can just nix these. Up here, no. Afterwards, I can clear this value, list values, dot clear. Let's use, instead of this, let's do this. I like lists better than, I like lists better than arrays. But I need to assign them directly, so I could do this instead. And just skip all that list creation in general and just grab the component itself. Okay, so this should loop through, grab the text mesh pros in there, and if it's health text, set the text, and yeah, let's see if that works. So now I don't even have to like get space for an array or a list or anything, and it doesn't work. Uh-oh. Null reference. Let's see what's cracking. Null reference, null reference. Let's see why null reference. Let's set a breakpoint. Maybe I do need that shit. Maybe I do need to allocate space for it. Give me a second, I'm gonna hit the vape. Hey, did you guys see the Heartbound review I did? What do you guys think of like the video pacing? Do you think it was okay? How was like the review? Like, do you guys think I was fair in it? Let me know. I'm just trying to get better at editing and expressing my opinions. I did this one. It wasn't like free form like I usually do. I actually sat down and like wrote out a script and shit. So let me know if you enjoy that better or if you enjoy like my offhand like just reactionary shit. I'm just trying to get better at presentation, I suppose. Like, I'm not used to speaking to a camera. I get flustered whenever it's about I don't know. I just suck at talking sometimes. Like, expressing my thoughts, I guess. Whenever I sit down and write something, I can think about it a little bit more rather than just giving like an offhand remark, you know?
Are you streaming in 2 or 3 places?
Huh?
Are you streaming in 2 or 3 places?
2 places. Twitch and YouTube.
No.
I should probably stream on TikTok too. I just don't have we don't have the internet for it.
You don't pay for it.
Huh?
No, you don't pay for it.
Yeah. You should continue with both videos. I like your freeform stuff, but if you're reviewing something, I believe you should have some sort of script to make your video succinct and to the point. Okay, got you. I've been like fucking around with like different editing stuff too. I kind of like my editing style is like shit. Like, it's obvious crap. Like, I'm not a good editor, but I've been having fun with it. It's fucking fun. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. If you didn't know, I was having fun with it. So okay, let's see where this issue is. Fun is what matters. Yeah. I want to do other games too. I'd love to find more games that were kind of like abandoned or that were in early access. Oh, I think I do have another one. Hold on. Until We Die. I think that one's still in early access and they kind of abandoned it. Until We Die. $16.99 though. Oh no, it's straight up. It's out. Okay. Mixed reviews. This was a interesting game. It's like the Kingdom games, like Kingdom 2 Crowns and shit. I was actually making a game like this. I haven't finished it yet though. I like abandoned it. I did abandon the game, not for lack of drive in it. I was actually really stoked to make it. I just I think I started making Idle Streaming Bonanza and I just poured all my time into that. I do want to go back and do something with it. I'll show you guys the pixel art for it. But this game was cool. It's like a 2D RTS kind of deal. I was burned on Space, DF9, and a few others. I can't even remember. I'll have to go look. Okay. If it's RTS, man, I suck at them. Look at the reviews of that game. Of what? Until We Die? Yeah. Some of the bad ones. Awesome little piece of abandonware that could have been a small masterpiece in its own way. Yeah, these people kind of like took the money and ran. Space DF9. Space Base DF9. Double Fine, really? This is a big studio. Double Fine did the Psychonauts. Yeah, Psychonauts. It's utterly shameless. Developer abandoned the game in a half-finished state. Claim that it is the community's privilege to finish a product. They expect you to pay for it. This game, while fun, is buggy and incomplete, and certainly not worth any money. Abandonware. Double Fine, more like double abandoning an early access game. Great concept. Okay. Maybe this is a playthrough. $10. Yeah, okay. I'll check this out. I'll do another review and refund. Like, I'll set a timer. It's bad. That's what I did last time. Was like I spent $10 on Hardbound, played it for under 2 hours, and then I was able to refund it. So I could do the same for this one. Let's see how many times I can do that before Steam catches on. Yeah, I'm literally like playing the game for 2 hours and then fucking refunding it. If you don't like colony sim games, you will hate this. Yeah, maybe. I'd give it a shot. I probably need more than 2 hours for this, though. Oh, yeah. Look at all that menu. I hate menu games. I'm not a big menu game guy. I really want to cover... actually, I have something up for Pal World. I have a reactionary for this for Pal World. I want to watch that later. All right, let's see what this where this breaks at. Okay, we got the party members. We got in. We stepped in. Get components G. Get components and children. V is health text. Okay, we got V. Health text. Okay. Ah, therein lies the issue. G is not what I need. I need N. I need N, not G here. G does not contain the party follower script. N does. N is my party members. G is my player cards, and that's what that is. Starforge is another one, but it was so bad that they obvious fraud. They took it off the store. Starforge. Why does that sound familiar? The computers. Isn't that Asmongold's fucking little company, right? All right, let's see how this works out. Boom! Look at that shit. Okay, FP is not working. No, I must have misspelled it. But this is working. I don't think FP is working. Let's see. FP text. Yeah, I misspelled it. Okay. I'm gonna head out, man. Have a great stream /night. Dark Void Dev, thanks for coming in, man. Hey, listen, man. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you need help with Unity, whether that be programming or just trying to figure out the interface, let me know. And I will have a call. Let's do it Thursday. Let's do it Thursday, and we can hop in a call, and I can walk you through it. Just remind me, okay? Send me a DM Thursday after work. So around 6. No, it'll probably be a little bit later. My wife wants to go to Publix. I already know my wife wants to go to Publix. It's Thursday. They have their deals, but just hit me up, man. We can schedule a private call or something. And I will be doing a tutorial video for Unity soon. So it's just a lot of work to do. And I'm balancing this, the streams. I have to upload YouTube videos, and I have to work on two other games. So forgive me if I take my time. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Thursday's my day.
What?
Thursday's my day.
Yeah, Thursday's Publix Day. I already know. All right. And this is good. We're now getting information. Let's go take some damage and make sure that shit updates. Unpopular opinion, I also thought Stardew Valley was absolute trash. Really? Any reason why? I haven't played through it all, but I understand the guy made a shit ton of money for being a solo developer. People were wanting he answered the people's prayers, basically. He hopped in a market that was starving, which was the farm sims, I'm guessing. And he was able to capitalize on it, so. There's another one that came out, Fields of something. And it's a Stardew Valley type game, or Harvest Moon type game. Terraria too. I didn't really like Terraria. You love Terraria? I didn't. I played a little bit of it. Maybe it was just too hard for me, or I'd rather play fucking Minecraft. And that's pretty much what it is, right? It's like 2D Minecraft. Oh fuck! I fucked up. I unplayed. Hold on, I gotta go back and fight that guy again. I'm just trying to get some damage done. One of my most played games over 1K hours. I'm sorry, I insulted your Terraria, man. Know that it's a lack of knowledge about Terraria. I've played it for maybe an hour, maybe less, and it was a long time ago. It was like when it first came out on Xbox, so like Xbox 360, I think. I think it was on 360, right? Yeah, I'd call it Minecraft 2D, but persists on both sides. Get their panties in a bunch. Okay. Purist. Okay. No need to apologize for opinions, my brother. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. You know, like some people get mad whenever you insult like their fucking team or whatever. I think one of the most played games I have is Rust and fucking Dragon Ball Fighters. And if people were to be like, "Oh, well, Dragon Ball Fighter sucks," I'm like, "No, man, you just don't get it. This is why it's so good." And blah 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 blah. Or like Rust, be like, "No, man, you don't get it." You know. All right, we won the battle. Party earned 50 XP. Instead of doing party earn 50 XP, you should probably do like a split the XP between party members, and then like for each one be like blank blank earn this much XP, blank earn this much XP. You know, like each one. But it does cut down. I could just award 50 to each person. I could just award 50 XP to each person, and then if they level up, just say, hey, they leveled up, and then show their stats and shit. I'm gonna need to do that anyways, but I do like Rust. Not a huge fan of public servers though. Yeah, I played when it very first came out. Still had zombies in the game. Yeah, Rust. I didn't play back then. I think it was like 2013 it came out. All right, now that we have hurt characters, Queeman 99, Aiden 98. Let's see if that updates here. So Aiden 98 and Queeman 99. All right, hey, we can mark that off the list now. Mark that off the list. Speaking of lists, let me bring up the Trello. Okay. Party switching is almost done. Add rest of cast for party members and NPC. That's pretty much done. Animations for battle, not done. Images for items in battle, okay. Hospital Pokemon Center. More robust combat system. Customized attacks. Experience and leveling. Save system. Adjust battle sprites for each enemy. Scene transitions. Let's nix this. We're not going to do that anymore. Use recovery magic outside of battle. That works. enemy movement, battle started by enemy, keys and doors, pushable objects, different abilities for each character. Auto fight, fainting or knocked members cannot do anything. That is detrimental. I need to do that ASAP. NPCs walk random water. Okay. Fainting or knocked party members cannot do anything. That needs to get fixed. Last thing for party switching is adding to the party. So what I want to do, let's go ahead and go to my party manager and get rid of my active party members. Okay. Then on each of my characters here, let's start with Beckett and we'll do a test on him. I have party follower and I have, that's it. So what I want to add on him is NPC controller. And on the NPC controller, let's look at the NPC controller. I'm gonna hit the vape real quick. I'll be back. This is a big ass script, and it does a bunch of different shit that handles like the enemies' interactions. So I'm thinking maybe I should start a new script for this part. Oh, actually, it's not an NPC controller I need, it's dialogue system, I believe. Which I need to redo anyways. I need to store everything into a JSON instead of how I'm working on it now. I don't even know. Like, the game's not going to be that large. There shouldn't be a shit ton of dialogue. Like, this game's not going to be super big, right? It's not going to be big at all. That's what I keep telling myself. Okay. Not NPC controller. I need dialogue manager. Oh, no, I don't. Hold on. Pirate Software has something similar. NPC controller and... Okay, he just has NPC controller. Okay, it is NPC controller I need. So... Beckett... And get rid of this. NPC controller. And I need the dialogue manager here. And I enter here. I say Beckett joins the party. So, there needs to be a box collider to say, hey, the player's in this area. Box collider 2D. And honestly, I should have a separate game object for this. Like a copy of Beckett. And not use this one. So there should be another thing here that is a copy, but box collider 2D. Yeah. So let's do that. So Beckett. Let's remove this and make a copy. NPC. Oh, shit. Beckett. NPC. And unpack that. Okay. Now that Beckett is an NPC, let's move him right here and adjust everything that makes Beckett Beckett. So remove component, box collider 2D, and how does pirate work? He's got a trigger and he has his own collider. Yeah, okay. So this one's a trigger. And I can move it down. And move it out. No, let's not move it out. Let's just move it down. And then under this, we'll add a empty. We'll call it collider. And add a box collider 2D. And just keep that one normal. Adjust it. Okay. In here, we'll add NPC controller, add the dialogue manager, and Beckett joins the party. Bro, what the fuck is going on with Pokemon cards? I don't give a fuck about them, but I went to take my niece to get some, and they are sold out everywhere, and only scalpers online. There was an hour-long line at GameStop. They got a shipment in that day, and there was a line out the door. Yeah, same for Target, man. We went to Target the other day, because I look for Pokemon cards as well. There's a set that's coming out that that I'm interested in. It's like a nostalgia set. It's a reprint of the Team, well, not a reprint, but a nostalgia set of the Team Rocket stuff. It's coming out this month. But apparently they released some new PTBs, which is like a collection set. And there's just a fucking line outside of Target. And I'm talking like a GameStop line where they fucking camp out all night and wait for the guy to show up in the truck to get their shit. They don't even stock them anymore. They just leave them on the pallet. They wheel them in, leave them on the pallet, and they hand them out. Luckily, they only give out one at the Target. But it's just nuts. It's nuts. They fucking, yeah, it's scalpers. They'll grab them and they sell them online. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like, these people are ruining Pokemon for kids. Like, some kids just want to play fucking Pokemon or collect Pokemon, and like these retards are fucking ruining it. It's ridiculous. Yo, that might be a good video content. That might be some good video content to like fucking cover Pokemon scalpers. I think I might do that next. I think that's a good like, I can put like a compilation together of like fucking crazy Pokemon scalpers and people. Literally, people will fucking fight over that shit. It's ridiculous. Last year, there's Pokemon cards everywhere. I don't understand the sudden surge in popularity. I'm not too sure either. Like, why? But it's gonna be fun to research, I guess. That's exactly it. My niece is 7 and doesn't care about sets, etc. She just wants some Pokemon cards. Yeah, dude. And it's you can't even buy packs online under fucking, like, they're supposed to go for like MSRP, which is like $4.99, $5.99. And they sell them online for like $15-20 for a fucking booster pack. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, there are some pretty cool people. There's this guy on YouTube. I watch his shorts every now and then. They pop up. And if you go to events, he just gives kids cards, man. I mean, he was giving out graded cards to, like PSG. I don't know, like graded cards he was giving out. Like, he's like, yeah, pick whatever you want. He'll hand out cards. He'd be like, take whatever you want. The shop here in town, like, I was trying to, like, I'm new to Pokemon, like, to collecting. I've done, like, I say new, like, I haven't collected since I was a kid. Like, when I was a kid, I had a shit ton of cards. Like, I still have, like, a Charizard in there from, like, base set 2. And, like, some other shit, like Gyarados, like, a bunch of old shit. But, I'm a big card player. I love Magic. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll play that shit all time. You know, I'll play it. I used to be, like, really big into it. But I was like, hey, I asked my wife, I was like, hey, you want to, like, collect some Pokemon? I think it'd be pretty fun. Like, collect, you know, get a binder and like, just fill it. And, yeah, I went up to the store or the card shop, nothing. But dude was like, we have some, I mean, they have, like, bulk. And he's like, they have pre-made decks that the shop makes. And he's like, yeah, take them. They sell them for like $5. He's like, just take it. And he was like, he gives my kids like free cards. Like, my kids are like, I want that one, Daddy. I want that one. And he's just like handing out like foils to the kids, cheap foils. You know what I mean? They're not nothing special, but just, you know, they're nice. It's a nice shop, but they're cool. I don't know. Pokemon's fucking, it's scuffed right now. It's supposed to go down. That's what they all say. Like, every time I talk to a card shop owner, they're like, just give it some time. The boom will go away. And, you know, they say it's a rise and fall, but I think it's just because of the new sets and shit. Like Pokemon cards aren't even that, like, most of them ain't even that expensive, dude. Like, the only ones that are expensive are the fucking, the top hitting cards, you know what I mean? Like, what? I think there's a Mewtwo in this new set that's coming out. I think it's selling for like $600 Japanese. But, you know, every card game has like those high expensive cards, you know what I mean? Every card game has those. But every set, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, when Pokemon came out, I was balls deep in MTG. Never got it, so I never got into it. Yeah, no, MTG's better. And I'm like I said, I was super into Yu-Gi-Oh. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna play MTG. And I finally did, and I was like, damn, this game's dope. Yu-Gi-Oh just got too fucking crazy for me. Like, I'll be sitting there trying to play, and like dudes taking like a million fucking Like he's just doing like a million combos to like summon just big hitter monsters on his first turn. I also play Forgotten Realms MTG. I don't know that one. Had the Spellfire and Ravenloft sets. I don't know that one. But it was fun whenever I was doing it. I think I need to redo dialogue. I don't like what it's doing right now. Yeah, I think I need to redo dialogue. Let me see something. The only MTG cards I've bought in the last 20 years are the Warhammer 40k Beyond sets. They're sitting unopened on my shelf. Nice, dude. Those are going for some big money right now, too. Did you get them MSRP, or were you, did you get them secondhand? Because I got the Tyranid one. It's at my office right now, because I think I'm playing cards this week sometime, at least during lunch. Yeah, I got them right away when they came out on Amazon. You lucky dog, man, because that fucking Necron deck's going for like $200, and you picked it up for what, 40, 50? That was a good investment. Good shit. Yeah, I got the Tyranid one. I want them all, to be honest, but like I can't pay like $200 on a deck. I was lucky enough to get the Tyranid one, and it only happened because I was able to flip I flipped a commander deck. I went to a card shop, and they sold me the House of Horrors deck, the red and black one, for $38, and it was going for like 100, and I ended up selling it for 120, and I ended up using that 120 to buy the command. I found the I went to another card shop afterwards, and then I saw the Tyranid commander deck up there for 114, so I was able to scoop it. So I was able to flip a commander deck into the Tyranid one. Okay, I think I know what to do with this. I think I need a quest manager. I think I need a quest manager. I gotta like think about it. I need to have a quest manager. On the quest manager, I need a bool saying, hey, this character's quests are completely done. And if they are done, to assign them to the party. But it also needs to create the it needs to destroy this game object and then spawn my follower in the same position. So that way when I walk off, it follows me. And then I need to have dialogue. And this is what I was saying, like my dialogue's fucked up because I didn't make it right. I need to have obviously dialogue between the two characters, Chud talking, then Beckett talking, and so on and so forth. So I don't necessarily need new dialogue, I just need to access the dialogue panel and have it type. Let me make a new Just look back at my order, tax included. I got all 4 for 163. Yeah, that was a damn good investment. Because right now, like I don't think you can get all 4 of them for less than what, $900 or 600. What, baby? Crusty. All right. Let's do create empty quest manager. Quest manager, create an ad. All right, while that's loading. Oh, shit. You want to see if Matt and Mal want to play Gartic Phone? Want to do some Gartic Phone? You don't feel good? Could you spot me a water? Thank you. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, quest manager. Let's open her up. What? No. Why? I ate some cookies over the weekend. I know. Thank you. Okay. Quest manager is now working with the game manager. List of properties. I need a bunch of bulls. I need a whole bunch of bulls. I think for simplicity right now, I don't want any quest active, but I need a bull for, let's just do one. Beckett. Available. Beckett available. We'll just call it Beckett available. And I'll set it to false. Boy, saving is going to be a pain in the dick. Saving all these values are going to be a pain in the ass. So I need Beckett. I need public game object. Beckett prefab. I need public transform Beckett NPC. Okay, Beckett available, Beckett prefab, Beckett transform. I need Beckett dialogue. And this needs to be stored in something. For now, I'll just make it simple. Public text or string. Beckett joins this actually should probably be on the NPC controller, like Beckett NPC. And then Quest Manager would just hold an instance of the Beckett NPC, and I can just access it through here. Let's do that. And I'll do public game object Beckett NPC. And I'll create another script for this NPC here. And I'll make sure the script can be reused. So here, let's get rid of this NPC controller, remove that. Add fuck, what do I call it? Party NPC. Controller, party NPC controller. Well, time for bed. Just finished homework and have to be up in 5 hours. Hey, Bill the Butcher, thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the convo. Always good to have you. Good luck and good night. Take it easy, man. Take it easy, brother. Okay, in here, we'll have this shit. And we'll just say player or party member. Instead of naming them directly. Party member prefab. Party member NPC transform. And party member join. And we'll say blank has joined the party. And for that, it'll be like this. Actually, we'll set this later at another time. And then in Quest Manager, I have a reference. And here, I don't need this. Actually, I will. Quest complete. And I'll do game manager dot instance dot for each. No, I just need the prefab. I can say game manager dot instance dot party manager dot add to party party member prefab. I think. And then this dot destroy, nope. Game object dot, no. Destroy this. And then assign, actually no, so like here, I can assign the transform. So, party member.
Did I bring you water?
What?
Did I bring you water?
Yes, thank you. Party member prefab dot transform dot position equals party member prefab party member NPC transform dot position. That should do it. Save. And party member prefab is Beckett. Party member NPC transform is this. Beckett has joined the team. Party. Exclamation point. Okay. And then quest completed needs to be called let's do let's do Something like this.
Too bad Marcus Phoenix will never be back on the show.
What, baby?
It says when the whole squad is voiced by the same actor, it's too bad Marcus Phoenix will never come back to the show.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Damn. He did the Joker? Interesting. Hmm.
No, I'm sorry, it's under the Red Hood.
Hmm.
Somebody commented Mark Hamill did not voice Jake, that dude from Gears of War, or the guy from Futurama. Somebody's like, that's because it's not about Mark Hamill.
Stupid. Okay. Ooh, why so many? Okay. Just try that. Oh shit, I destroyed it. Let's do it after. Okay, it's still destroying it, so it's not going to complete it. Let's get rid of the destroy, and we can change it to a coroutine where it destroys after the... I can call... There's something else that could be done. I could do dot to like it disable it. Okay, now this Beckett's the right Beckett. Oh, wait. Beckett joined the party. Beckett joined the party. Which one's getting destroyed? I think I might be destroying the wrong one. No, I'm just moving it. Oh, I'm retarded. Okay, now it should be moving him. I'm not adding him. Okay, add to party. Do I need to call get party too? What a definition. Party member is that. Yeah, get party, assign party. Oh, maybe it's assign party. Do I have reference to this? Assign party. Get party, assign party. Okay, that's what I need. I need to do that. Add to party. Assign party. And get party. I believe. Let's go back to it. Assign party. For each party member, assign it. Get party is for the cards. Okay, so get party last, add parties first. Add, assign, get. Should probably be more direct with that and say, hey, you're getting the UI for it. So boom, Becca joined the party. He's still not following. Let's check Chud. Actually, the party manager. Party members, active party members is not being set. What about, is Beckett following? Even his target's not following. Where is the player? Player's here. Followers is empty. Okay, so I'm going to step through. Let's, oh, I fucked up. Okay. All right, quest complete. Let's do this and set a breakpoint and see what's going on. Party member prefab should be adding to it. Changing the position. Add to party should be popping off fine. I must be missing something in add to party. Must be something missing. Alright. Boom. Okay, add to party members available true. Transforms doing it. Add to party, party member, game object. Okay. Add to party character, Beckett. If party member count is less than 4. Party members. Oh. That's a fuck up. It's supposed to be active party members. Okay, that's why. That's one of the reasons why. Okay, party members, active party members. And we want to do... Is that right? Hold on. Yeah. So it's gonna be active party members. active party members and active party members. Okay. Null reference. Oh, that's for graph. Okay, that's something else. All right. Boom. Step through. Step in. Active party members should be 0. Yep. Adding. And it should say Beckett. Yep. Okay. Assign party. Let's just step through and see what's up. Beckett has joined the party. All right. No, I fucked up because I pressed it twice. Okay, boom. Beckett has joined the party. He's fighting with something. I think I know what it is. Yeah, his transform. His target is Beckett. Okay, his target needs to be Chud. So, assign party. Okay. Active party members count is less than or equal to 0. It's looping through for the first one. Active party members. Active party members follower target equals player.transform. Else party follower target active party members. Okay. Let's set a breakpoint here. Figure out why it's not setting to Chud. It's probably falling into that second case. Okay, boom. Active party members should just be Beckett. It is. Stepping through. If it's equal to 0. If I is equal to 0. The first party member is going to follow the player.transform. Target is null. And now it's going to follow the player transform. Okay, that's good. I'm thinking it hits it again. Get party. Here. Instance. Okay. Active party members.count is greater than 0. If we're each an active party member, get the character name, Beckett, and this is matching the player card, and that's all good. Okay. Then why is it setting to... Oh, I pressed it twice again. Fuck. I'm thinking that might be it. I'm thinking that's it. Beckett, walk up, walk down. Transform should be Beckett, or player. Yeah, that's how it should work. But it's not setting correctly. Let's see. Yay. Okay, Beckett. Right here, his transform is set to... Okay, his transform is set correctly. And then when I press E again, it changes it to Beckett. Okay. The second E press is what's doing it. And I can do this. PC party member. It's the second E press. And party member available equals false. So now when I press E again, it won't do that. Because what was happening is when I press E to exit the text panel, it's triggering that script again. and it falls into fuck, where was I? Whenever I press E again, it falls into this case. And it's like, oh shit, you just added Beckett again to your active party members. Well, since you added him, his transform is no longer player.transform. It's falling into here, and it's saying the transform is one less than I, which would be Beckett or himself. So now it shouldn't do that. Beckett joined the party. It won't even let me exit the fucking condition. Player nearby. Party member available. Let me try something else. Fuck. It's there, but because it won't let me press E again, it won't let me press E again. Oh, I know what to do. Instead of here, I'll do a wrap around quest completed. So I'll say if, and then this, and wrap quest completed in that. So now it'll end the dialogue, but it won't go through quest completed. So easy peasy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy. Amos Wilson, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I remember why I wanted medical insurance.
Good old reliable loops. Yeah. Well, I'm a shitty programmer, dude. I'm not. I'm not anything good. I'm just doing what I can, brother. You know what I mean? All right. Now I need to get this guy to be disabled.
Did you hear me?
What?
Because I remember why I wanted medical insurance.
Why?
Because I want to get evaluated.
Yeah, you should do that.
Well, the wait another year. Whatever drugs will make my head shut up, that's what I want. It might just be ADHD medicine.
You are not getting put on fucking ADHD meds.
But what if it makes my brain stop?
I don't think your brain should stop. Why would you want to get on fucking ADHD medication in your 30s?
So that I can lay in bed at night and not think about every little thing ever, current, past.
I think just putting down your phone would help so you can go to sleep, actually, baby.
You're a very not understanding person.
Alright. What I do now?
Also like it to unpause me. Somebody's fucking on
I don't think this will be the best way to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Son of a bitch. Yield return wait new. Oh, okay, there we go. You wait for seconds. And then fucking game object dot set active false. Let's do that. Start quarantine. Destroy NPC. Okay, let's try that. Probably not the best way, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Becky joined the party. Oh, fuck. Nick Andrews, what's up, man? Did you know the invoke method can be supplied with a time delay? I did not. I did not. I don't use invoke often. I probably should. Let's see. What does invoke do? I did a Unity tutorial and they use invoke all the time. Okay. Alright, let's see what invoke does. Invoke is a Unity, in Unity is a method that calls another method by name after a delay and optionally at repeating intervals. Oh, I know invoke repeating. Okay, I know invoke repeating. For like function calls where there's some kind of time delay. Okay. This tells Unity call the method name method time or method name after delay seconds. Okay, maybe I use this instead. Said fucking quarantine. Use invoke repeating to run a method repeatedly. Call say hello after 2 seconds, then every 1 second. Okay. Cancel invoke. Okay. Invoke is only works with string method names, so compile time safety. The method being invoked must be in the same script. The method being invoked must be in the same script. Is it dead? The method must be void and take no parameters. Avoid using invoke in performance critical or large projects. Instead, use start quarantine for better timing and logic control. Time pattern using time.time or time.delta time. Let me know if you want examples and how to refactor. Okay. Okay. So I was always told to use coroutines or make my own timer using time.delta time. So like I would do a function. I would create like a timer function and then just call it in the update function or the fixed update. No, update. Sorry, fixed updates for movement and shit. Give me a second. I'm gonna hit the vape, guys. Hey, do appreciate it though. Please, if I'm doing something wrong, man, call it out and we'll look it up on stream. Or if it's something I don't know or don't use often, we'll look it up on stream and we'll learn it together. You know what I mean? I'm willing to learn, but if I have to implement new stuff on a project I'm already working on and it like fucking sets me back a lot, I may not implement it just because I'm trying to save time on this project. But on new projects, I will fucking make sure to try to remember to use it. I'm not gonna lie and say I'll fucking remember to do it, but I'll try to remember. I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that one time I should probably use invoke instead of this shit. You know what I mean? Are you okay? Are you puking?
I already puked.
From eating?
I haven't eaten in a long time.
You should probably eat, baby. Why are you puking? Ooh. Pregnancy test. Why are you gonna hit me?
Because it's your fault.
It is both our fault.
Nope.
You take blame too.
Nope.
You take blame.
Nope.
Go get a test.
The only 24 hours Walgreens is over a fucking winter springs.
Pee in my mouth. I'll tell you, I'll swish around.
Here, just give me a Rubik's Cube.
I
I'll
got-
stick it up there real quick. If it
Why
comes out solved, then I'm pregnant.
Why solved?
Because it's half Chinese. So
Oh,
it's gotta
okay.
be half like Korean. Maybe it'll come out half.
Yeah,
solved.
half finished.
3 out of 6 sides will be solved.
Kid number 5 on the way. My wife's giving me the death stare. I want to clarify it was an official Unity tutorial, so it may not be good for an actual game. Oh, that's funny. No, I think I use Invoke for other shit. I know I have some Invoke in Idle Streaming Bonanza for the object pooler. For object pooling. Alright, so I can't set it active right now. I need to do it when the... Oh, I know what to do. Hold up. I think it returns a bool. Display next sentence. Is typing. Okay, is typing is a bool. In dialogue. Does in dialogue return anything? In dialogue just sets the panel false. So I could say if the panel's false, then do this shit. If dialogue panel is false, then do that. Might be fucked. Let me see. Let's do this. When I was coding games in Unity, I didn't even know how to use getters and setters for variables. Yeah, I was explaining encapsulation to somebody earlier today. For my projects, I'm a little laissez-faire with it. I don't really care if I set shit public. It doesn't, I don't really care. But like when I'm at work and shit, like I have to. It's part of our fucking programming rules to encapsulate shit and make sure everything's protected. Not everything protected, but if shit needs to be private, then we use getters and setters for the like we'll have a private variable and then we'll open it up with a public one, and then it just returns a value if it's just a getter, and then if not, then it'll take and adjust the privated one. So let's see. Boom, Beckett joined the party. And he's following now. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. It looks a little jank, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. I don't like how it like jitters a little bit. Let me see what's cracking with that actually. Beckett joined the party. And then I press E again. And he snaps. Oh, I guess it didn't snap. That looks okay, right? Like if that guy wasn't there, hold on, let me move this guy. Let me move him out the way. Okay. Like that looks all right, right? E, Becca joined the party. Like there's no yeah, that's good. Okay, there's no telling that it's disabling the other one, and then this guy's moving. So that works for me. Is there an animation missing? No. Okay, we're good. Okay. The only thing I'm worried about is doing the actual quest for this. I need to have like a list or a queue. I think I need to use a queue system for quests and fill them out. I've never done quests before in a game. So that's something I need to look up and do properly. I have a party NPC controller, and then I have the quest manager. The quest manager has the backgate game object NPC, and then I should be able to access the quest that Beckett deals out from the NPC controller, and then this will keep track of all the logic for it, like what quest I'm currently on. It'll like display it in the top right corner, like what quest I'm currently on the quest process, the quest progress and all that shit, and if it's completed or not. So this will actually detail what to do, and then this carries all the weight. And I made this so it's I can use it for all of my characters, but I need to look at the best way to handle. I could just have like a list of quests to do. Like, what quest do you want to do? I could do that, or I could just be like, hey, do this quest, and then you come back and complete it, and then you're like, okay, do the other one. I'll need another panel. No, I won't need another panel. I won't need another panel. It doesn't need like a... I was thinking like a panel like when you do WoW or some shit, like you walk up, it's like, do this quest and you get these items. I don't need to do that. I can just say, man, I'm really hungry. I wish I could have a pizza. And then you go out and fucking find a pizza. This is just whatever. And then I bring the item back and be like, hey, does the player have a pizza in his inventory? Yes. Then go through this logic, or go through this shit, complete the quest and do this dialogue. The dialogue is the issue. I'll need to look up how to... I want to store it in... is it JSON? I need to store it separately and then read the dialogue from that that file, that text file. And that's what I need to do. I think this is a good stopping point for now. I kind of got like the framework of what I want. The only thing I need to update for is the JSON file, like I said. I'm going to move on to Idle Streaming Bonanza. I'm not done programming. I just need to go check out Idle Streaming Bonanza and see what's going on with that. On the farms, they always mock Pirate for not having an external JSON file for dialogue and quest pass. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I knew that's what I needed to do anyways. Like, I was trying to get away with some shit, because this is a small game. I don't really... Like, it's not a full-fledged RPG. But I think it'd be just good to practice anyways. So... JSON file it is. I will look that shit up tomorrow or tonight. I use JSON files for saving. Like, whenever I save data, that's what I'm using. I'm using JSON files. So I've done shit with them before. So I'll see what's up. All right, for now I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna check out Idle Streaming Bonanza. I want to smooth out some stuff, make sure everything's working correctly, and make sure that's tip top. If I don't find anything within, I don't know, the next 30 minutes, I'll switch over to Samurai Stratagem and start fucking around with that and seeing what I can do. At least play it. I at least want to open up the project and see what's going on with it. Keep myself fresh with it. All right, so let's open it up. Yeah, doing it how Pirate Software does is not not good, not optimal to like store everything into like. He has like a big script with like if-else statements that controls all the dialogue, and he was taking a fucking I don't know if it was like a love letter to Undertale or not, because that's what Undertale does as well. But Toby Fox was a bad programmer. Do it again, I dare you. We getting it on tonight? For real? Oh, I get off on it. We're Yeah, you'll regret hard coding that stuff later. I prefer CSV myself. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into it more tomorrow. This is the first time I've done like a. This is my first RPG. So yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Okay. Let's Alright, I got the debug mode active. I'm gonna create a build and test the build.
If you were picking your gift, what would you want?
If I was what?
Picking your gift, what would you want?
Picking my gift. Gift. Oh, I don't know. This title screen shit. I mean, like, the buttons anyways. I want to change these buttons out. Like, this screams Unity, right, guys? I don't mind this. I don't mind this shit. I mean, it's kind of whack, right? It's kind of whack. This is whack, too. Maybe I should redo this. Put some motion into it, yeah. New cursor as well. Like, have a different cursor.
I'm not balding. I'm not balding.
Chito.
This game's so fucking cursed. It's so dumb.
Suck them balls.
Alright. I want to test out. Let's get max money and let's get a bunch of bits or skill points. Scrolling or subtle blinking patterns in the background, etc. Yeah. Definitely. I'll definitely get on that. I got time. I got time before release. Like I'm still like Steam's still fucking cucking me getting this fucking game out. Let me actually check that shit. And every day I'm losing fucking wish list because the game's not out yet. Yeah, I'm still fucked. Like, look at these assholes. Hold on. Let me pause this shit. Pause the music. Okay. Alright, so here. Hold up. So here. Like they're bitching. They're bitching because my game alludes to the N-word. Like they're gonna say like it's iDub saying the fucking Tana Moju shit, but it's like cut off. And then right here, hey, just reaching back out. It's been 9 days. This is 2 months ago. Reaching back out. It's been 9 days, and I have to push back my release date. Just asking what's going on. Thank you for your patience during this additional review. Please resubmit your app for review when you're ready. Failure. Your app and or Steam page appears to incorporate the likeness of real people. Under the Steam Distribution Act, you guarantee that you have all necessary rights required for Valve to distribute your game, which may include, in this case, license agreements permitting the use of a person's likeness in your game. We can decline to ship your game if concerns have been raised about intellectual property. Please provide us reasonable assurance that you are not infringing on the rights of any person whose likeness is incorporated in your game. Those assurances can take the form of a license agreement or legal opinion from your attorney, analyzing the intellectual property issues and explaining why you don't need licenses without such assurances. We don't plan to ship your app. Steam support. Fucking Mary. And then right here. As advised. Oh, no, not that one. Right here. Below is a letter from my lawyer and assurance is needed. And it like pretty much just states like why I'm fine with the game. Are you allowed to show those publicly? What the show what? This? I don't see why not. This is just fucking support requests, you know? This is just support request. So I sent them my my letter, and I was like, "Is this satisfactory?" And this is like 3 weeks ago. I sent them this shit, and then 2 weeks ago, I was like, I just been waiting like every week. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know who I need to call or who I need to get with, but I've been fucking. I'm being fucked. I'm being fucked with. Not only that, I can't release this shit without the lawyer giving me the go-ahead. Because the lawyer wants to do other shit too. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. It's really pissing me off actually. I wonder if like this pirate software prick is like talking to people behind closed doors, but that's just conjecture. You know what I mean? That's just me like, that's my tinfoil hat, bro. But I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past it. Like, hey, don't release this game. He made fun of me. You know. It's really fucked. Alright, let's go through this. Skill tree. Let's buy some stuff. Exit the skill tree. Change the character. Check the skill tree, we're good. Let's just buy some random shit over here. Exit. Change the thing back. Skill points are good. Items are good. Let's do this here. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, that's what it was before. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm guessing his DMCA set your stuff on like higher level of caution on Steam system. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. Which really sucks. Bro, this game is horseshit. This is a horseshit fucking game. Right? This game is nothing. It's a nothing burger. It would have been a nothing burger if he would have just ignored it. The game would have been out already if he would have just ignored it. The only thing, like, there's fucking games on, there's some horrendous shit on Steam. Right? There's some horrendous shit on Steam, and it's allowed to be on there. Like furry fucking animals, all that shit. I mean, all them fucking weirdos probably fuck animals anyways. Like, let's be real, like, almost everybody in the goddamn software development space is some fucking degen. I say almost. Alright, go back to this guy. And, okay, saved. Let's buy some stuff real quick. Let's do 25 of these guys, 25 of that, 25 of that. Alright, we are shooting balls. Let's do knives. And change character. And change back. Okay, we're shooting knives. That's broken. Right there. That's broken. Why though? Let me see where this is actually at. Reset data. Come here. Check. Alright, we're good. I just want to buy. Let me just buy. Boom, boom. Right? And I'll switch my characters. Switch back. And okay, it's not bought. Let's buy one. Switch characters. Switch back. No. Buy two. No. Buy three. Not broken. Interesting. Okay, hold up. Let's do this.
But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you. With Endless. Endless.
Ah.
Treatment to help those with moderate to severe eczema find real itch relief and real results.
Huh.
Like skin
Okay, hold on. Delete data.
Don't use if you're allergic to Endless. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe.
Let's just buy this
Problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems.
and this.
Receive a live
Oops.
vaccine when treated with Endless.
Let's buy that and that.
Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. Skin that's still unclear, even at 1 year?
No.
It's possible.
It's got to be the number of. Let's buy that and that.
Get a new Kia K4 or K5 at Delayed Kia and receive a lifetime warranty and lifetime loyalty. And best of all,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
and no money down. K4 and K5 are able to complete your sedans available through the lowest price
6.
payments. Hurry to Delayed Kia and get your new Kia for the lifetime.
I'm like brute forcing testing here. Huh, what the fuck? This?
Discover what drives you.
Oh God, I have to tell the critter that someone stole his bike. The bike that was going to get him out of jail and put his life on the right track. Would it be rude if I just texted him that? No, I should call.
You're gonna call a butt phone?
Yes, Tina, and please stop saying butt phone.
Can I have one more?
Okay, one more.
Butt phone. Actually, wait, can I save it for later?
Fine. Yes. Hi, can I please speak with critter?
Hold, please.
Weird.
Hey Bob, are you here? You got the money? Hey, I talked to Candace. Thanks for taking care of sidecar. He's a swing.
Something's triggering.
He gets extremely violent. He just starts swinging.
Let's buy some of these guys.
Listen, critter, someone kinda stole your motorcycle.
Bob, I sincerely hope you didn't say what I think you just said.
Oh, bro. Okay, so. Okay. Delete data. This guy. Let's buy some of these. And let's just exit that right now.
Call Carl first before Kenny. He's another nerdy finance guy who collects outlaw locker stuff. Another one?
Okay, that's fine. Let's buy one thing.
They're trapped in a world of numbers, but their lives don't add up. All bills, no thrills. Breaks your heart, really. Carl tried to lowball me, so I told him I was going to sell
No.
to somebody else. That no-sock son of a bitch must have been pissed.
Let's get this.
Whoa, no. This bike has some stolen qualities, remember?
Right.
Bob, I'm supposed to start work in a few hours. I don't know.
Okay, weird.
Find Carl Lumpkin and get my motorcycle back.
How am I supposed to find Carl Lumpkin?
Oh, I know Carl Lumpkin.
You do?
Oh man, I haven't opened up this code in a minute.
He did what? Oh, that is classic Carl. He also shoots a twatter. Is that Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny knows Carl.
Put him on.
He wants to talk to you.
Oh, amazing.
This is Kenny.
You know where Carl Lumpkin lives?
And I've learned so much more than. Oh my god.
Get your bike and give my money to Bob. Okay. Put Bob back on. Really, Bob, listen. If Carl gets you in trouble, you're the muscle. Be tough.
How do I do that?
Intimidate him. Like a threat. Maybe something in the stabbing department? Ever stab anybody?
No.
Well, don't tell him that. Oh, Bob, gotta go. You don't get a lot of minutes on these prepaid captain phones. Go get him.
You think people clown on fucking Pirate Software just because, like, of how he, like, just presents himself? Like, if he was more humble, do you think he would get the same flack? Like, instead of acting like he knows everything, or, I don't know. Like, especially with, like, coding shit. Like, I know I'm not a good coder. I just duct tape shit. I'm so worried. I guess I'm a little insecure about it, like imposter syndrome. Like, I'm worried, like, people would be like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to code and shit like that. Like, I'm honest with you. Like, I can get by. But, you know, I'm not out here saying I'm the fucking best or anything like that, you know. I'm humble enough to, like, I'm humble to be humble. I know that I can learn more. I know I could do better. So, I think that's, like, one of the things I'm worried about. But I put my code out there for like for people to use or like look at anyways. Why don't you go to bed? Huh? I won't stab you while you're sleeping.
Cool to see you, but I cannot hang out right now. I got something on the stove, and I don't want it to burn. Oh, what a coincidence, because you know what else is burning your pants? Because you're alive! Jack, it looks ridiculous on you. Got it like relevant, bye!
We know you'll never like it now. Give it back now, or I'm gonna.
Yeah, his personality has a lot to do with it. The best way to piss people off is to mismanage their expectations of you, and that's how Pirate bungled his credibility. Okay. Yeah. I try to be as honest as I can with you guys. You know what I mean? As far as like my shit, you can't say you've been in the industry for 20 years and shut down opposing opinions about things and then be totally talentless with coding. Yeah, fair. But he wasn't a coder, right? He was like, what is it? Threat assessment, like network security and shit. Risk team. I bet he's just on the risk team, right? I don't think he was a coder. If he was a coder on World of Warcraft, like that just says a lot about Blizzard. Low level security Nepo baby. Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, like if he was on. And what is 20 years of experience? 20 years of experience. He worked 20 years at Blizzard? No, 7 years at Blizzard. So where's the other fucking experience coming from? Where's the other experience coming from? Does he count just hanging around daddy fucking experience? Top secret, he hacked the Pentagon? Bullshit. 20 years in the gaming industry? My ass. I don't remember the specific number he says, but a mistake public figures make is they start to exaggerate their achievements and talents. Yeah. Yeah. In an attempt to look cool or special, but ultimately they just set up expectations that will crush them. Pirate says he loves to make games and game development, but it's clear he likes to stream more. Yeah. I mean, 8 years for that game. 8 years for that game. I don't think it should have taken 8 years. Two, maybe three. 2, maybe 3. Solo, but he wasn't solo. He was working with a partner, or two other people, right? And then yeah, I think he wrote himself into a corner, either narrative wise or code wise. I mean, all this money he's making, dude. Like, why not hire people? That's what I would do, bro. That's like the dream. Like you do enough where you can step back and just kind of like manage, right? I mean, dude's making like thousands of dollars from Twitch. I know when he had like what 50 people watching him during the height of his shit. I know it's died down a lot, but 5,000 people on your streams is nothing to sneeze at, you know. It's nothing to scoff at. 5,000 people is still a lot. It's probably an ego thing. He's too much of a narcissist to do that, I guess. I like working with people. Like, that's a lie. I don't like working with people a lot. I feel like a lot of times when I work with people, and I'm not saying that people who I'm working with now who are doing artwork for me, and other shit, please don't take this the wrong way. I mean this in the most respectful way, and my experiences with working with people have been more bad than good, and I say that from the last time I worked with people was like in college, which I understand it's fucking college, and a lot of people don't want to do work anyways. But every time I worked with someone, they just weren't about it. Like I find people who are just like, oh yeah, like I love to work on this, you know, and they're just not about it. You know, they just don't do stuff. Currently the people I'm working with now have been amazing. There's a guy who did the pixel art for the Chud Logic game. He did a great job. But I think he went AFK, or like I don't know what happened to him. He just went dark. I think the Chud Logic game was getting too many eyes on it, and he didn't want the attention. I asked him before. I was like, "You want me to credit you?" He's like, "No, I like my privacy." So, and then the person who kind of replaced him or is standing in, she's been helping out, and she's been doing work. Like she sent me some shit today. I'll show y'all. She sent me a I don't know if I can, like, let me see. Like a new enemy for Chud Logic's GockBound. She sent me that. Like the gnomes. The person you're talking about is Hellbent? Yeah. So Hellbent's been helping out recently. Hellbent's been helping out recently. She's been doing art for me. He has to be the guy who carries out the project. It's part of the myth he's trying to build, okay. Hellbent is everywhere, really? What, doing art for everybody? Hey, kudos to her, man. Like, I don't know if she's getting, like, she's doing it for free for me, which is cool. I hope she's out there making money. Does she do the Wigglers? Like Queeman's Wiggler and fucking Diorio's Wiggler? I think she did Perry's intro. And she did? I kind of want one, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want a Wiggler. Some days I just don't want to be on camera, especially without no beard, because I look like a big fat pussy. I look like a big fat pussy without my beard. Like, I've had a beard for so long, and my wife tells me like no one messes with her whenever I'm like at the store. That's why she likes having me at the store. And I was like driving down the road today.
Yeah, nobody talks to me like that.
Yeah, I was like driving down the road today or yesterday, and I was like, some asshole cut me off. I was like, this should never happen if I didn't shave my beard. Damn. He'd never cut me off if I had my beard. Nah. Motherfucker. All right, I located a bug. I need to figure out where it's coming from. Actually, it's like 2 o'clock. Fuck. Let me see. I did want to watch something real quick. It's 10 minutes long. It's the Pal World. Something about Pal World and Nintendo. I wrote down this bug. I'll fucking tackle it offline. I do want to watch this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this up and then that'll be it for the night. Okay, Nintendo Strikes Pal World. This has gone too far.
Changes made last November were indeed motivated by Nintendo's loss.
On November 30th, 2024, we released a patch version 0.3.11 for Pal World. This patch removed the ability to summon pals by throwing pal spheres and instead of changed it to a static summon next to the player. Several other game mechanics were also changed with this patch. As many have speculated, these changes were indeed the result of the ongoing litigation. Yeah, dude, so I play Pal World. I like the game. I think it's fun. It is a great game. And I didn't care about like the similarities to Pokemon or anything like that. I think it's, you know, they shouldn't have a fucking monopoly on creature summoning and capturing games. That's bullshit. You shouldn't be able to copyright mechanics like that. You know, if you're calling them Pokemon and there's obvious, like it's an obvious, like if you have a fucking Pikachu in your game, that's a problem, right? There's nothing wrong with. You okay? What'd you do? Oh, it sounded like you're puking. There's nothing wrong with having inspiration from Pokemon as well. I bet these guys are fucking crushed. Like Pokemon is probably like their like one of their favorite games, right? And they just wanted to expand on the genre. You know, they shouldn't hold a monopoly on the genre. It's bullshit. That being said, I do miss throwing the pal spheres and summoning my creatures or my pals, because now they spawn next to me. What if like I want to throw them at shit so they're assigned tasks? That was like the main purpose of having the pals be thrown. Like you throw the pal sphere at a fucking tree and the pal starts hammering at the tree and gathering resources, or you throw a pal at an enemy and it starts attacking it, you know. Yeah.
Lawsuit. Now, if you're out of the loop here, the update made pals spawn next to the player rather than spawning from balls. But today's story is not just the confirmation of that, it's also what happens next, because Pocket Pair are now saying that this
So whenever you spawn it, does it run to a position that you're looking at?
November were indeed motivated by Nintendo's lawsuit.
Because that would change it too, like, instead of throwing a physical object at a, like a tree or something, you could just like set your cursor on that object, the pal will spawn and then like rush over there like super fast, right? Like, so the pal spawns next to you, but then like its animation like sets it to the position that your cursor's looking at.
Now, if you're out of the loop here, the update made pals
it
spawn
looks like
next to the
so
player
he's running
rather
towards
than
it.
spawning from balls.
Okay.
But today's story is not just the confirmation of that, it's also what happens next, because Pocket Pair are now saying that this is not the end. Even
Furthermore, we regret to inform you, our players, that with the implementation of patch 0.5.5, we must make yet another compromise from this patch onward. Gliding will be performed using a glider rather than with pals. Pals in the player's team will still provide passive buff to gliding, but players will now need to have a glider in their inventory in order to glide. That's fucked, dude. How are you going to copyright hanging from a fucking a bird or any other flying creature? How can that, why aren't they like, I gotta know like what is Nintendo's fight for this? And weren't most of these like gripes or copyrights like they were made after the fact? Like they were made after the fact.
more changes are coming to the game, and not because they're changes that players really want to have made. Basically, Nintendo are very much still at it, and Pocket Pair have outlined how they're going to fight back. Thanks to reporting from the specialist outlet GamesFray, we now have some idea of how Pocket Pair plan to defend itself. Now, this comes from filings in February reviewed by GamesFray at the Tokyo District Court. Basically, the plan is to prove that Nintendo should have never been granted their patents in the first place, and this comes down to a pretty simple concept. So Nintendo filed patents in December 2021 that have been iterated on after Pal World Palworld released. Now, those most recent patent updates were filed after Palworld came
Yeah.
out, but they were, right, extended from previously filed patents. Now, under patent law, that's allowed, where the principle is that the natural evolution of the patent under, like continued development should also be protected. But there's a natural counter to this, and that natural counter is called prior art. And prior art is what Pocket Pair intend to use. So the idea is that prior art exists,
prior art.
and prior art
Prior art is every publication or comparable disclosure, such as the presentation in front of a sufficiently large number of people, that prior to the priority date of a given patent application and made information available that potentially renders the patent application meritless or an already granted patent invalid because the claimed invention was not novel as of the priority date, or even if it was novel at the time, lacked the inventive step over what was already public information.
is what
Fuck, that
Pocket Pair intend to use.
melted me.
So the idea is that prior art existed before the original 2021 filing date, where the combination of two separate mechanics could reasonably give rise to the patent Nintendo holds. So as an example, everyone's pointed to the idea that Pocket Pair's previous game, Craftopia, also had a ball capture mechanic. Now,
Oh,
Pocket
shit.
Pair is not arguing that
I didn't know they had a another game.
Craftopia alone means that Nintendo never should have been granted that patent, but by acknowledging Craftopia plus the influence of other existing games, the patented mechanic could be arrived at naturally through regular development processes,
True.
as opposed to, say, nabbing it from Nintendo and infringing upon their patent. Basically, as GamesFray puts it, when you add any of the following to Craftopia, you get to the same place that Palworld did and that they're accused of infringing Nintendo's design with.
They had a previous game that was a Breath of the Wild knockoff. Okay, I got you. I mean, shit, those were popping up everywhere, man. Like the, what is it? What's that gacha game? With the anime waifus and shit. You go around and collect them. Like, that was a Breath of the Wild knockoff too, wasn't it? Like, mechanic-wise.
So let's just make that feel real by
Genshin
bringing in
Impact.
some actual other video games, right? So games like Rune Factory 5, Titanfall 2, and Pikmin 3
Gooning
Deluxe
Impact.
all feature a character releasing monsters / capture items in a direction by releasing a button. Yes, your Titan in Titanfall, I suppose, is a Pokemon. Jokes aside, you get the point, though. Pikmin, Far Cry, and Tomb Raider all highlight that you have a variety of throwable objects as part of their mechanics. Meanwhile, then, you've got Pocket Souls, the mod for Dark Souls, Octopath Traveler, and Final Fantasy, all showing that you can pick targets on a field with a visual representation of how successful you might be. Okay, so those are broad examples. They're varied examples. I guess there's also the example of the Pokemon GTA mod. But basically, it's no coincidence that Nintendo games find themselves present in these lists. Pocket Pair are basically banking on the validity of Nintendo's patents being granted as their main argument here, right? That they shouldn't have been granted, that is, that they're not valid. And the more that they can muddy the water around whether Nintendo should have them, the better the chance that the whole case gets thrown out. But there's a question to be asked of this situation. The Japanese lawsuit is ongoing, and these changes won't necessarily stop that right now. So why make them, right? Why would Pocket Pair do all of this whenever it might seem they're making some progress? Well, that's because they might not influence Japan, but they might have an impact on the potential
US, yeah.
American lawsuit. Fun situations going down in the US, many of them in fact, but let's just stay in the patents for now. So generally, whenever someone loses 22 out of 23 arguments, that's not really seen as victory, right? You'd think that, but it's not necessarily the case in patent law, and I've got some good news here. Game phrase explain it to me like I'm 5 series. That means that the rest of us can actually understand what's going on. And yes, thanks to them, because this stuff can be so goddamn dense. So, per their explainer, Nintendo have been making more moves in the US with applications to the US Patent and Trademark Office. Now, these take a while to resolve, so today's set of updates will range from starting back in 2022 through to February of 2025. And to simplify things, GameFray explained that Nintendo have been recently granted several patents by the office. Patent 1 relates to capturing a character in a field environment, so
Storage meaning of storing game program, game system, game apparatus, and game processing method. In a first mode, an aiming direction in a virtual space is determined based on a second operation input, and a player character is caused to launch in an aiming direction an item that affects a field character disposed on a field in a virtual space based on a third operation input. In a second mode, the aiming direction is determined based on the second operation input, and the player character is caused to launch in an aiming direction a fighting character that fights based on the third operation input. Jesus Christ.
Like any recent Pokemon game. Pattern 2 is about players exchanging items, and Pattern 3 is about using an aimed item to Pattern 2 is about players exchanging items.
A place designated by a player on a user interface is set according to an operation input. An item or character that the player is to transmit to another information processing apparatus for exchange and designated according to an operation input. In the exchange, information about the place and information about an item or character are transmitted as information about a thing to be exchanged to another information processing apparatus. Information about the place designation. Okay, this is basically like changing Pokemons or just items in general. They're trying to copyright trading. They're trying to copyright trading. That's like any game. That's any fucking MMO or anything like that. Trading. That's crazy.
Items, and Pattern 3 is about using an aimed item to capture a fighting character. Rather obviously, all three of these could be applied to Pal World, with the latter two filed in 2022, while the first was filed in May 2024 after Pal World's release. Now, these are all matters of record, but they strengthen any case that Nintendo wants to make in the US about Pal World. And as for the losses, well, those losses are actually new. So 22...
If this goes through, I feel like this is going to change so much shit, dude. This is going to change so much shit in the game industry. This is going to gatekeep a lot of stuff. Being able to patent mechanics. Or like similar mechanics. Like, I understand, like, if you straight up rip something, you know what I mean? Like, if I so I'm a big Gears of War fan. If I were to make a fucking top-down 2D shooter that had like Gears of War style wall bouncing, right? Just Gears of War style wall bouncing, that could be an issue.
Of the 23 losses came in the form of another application for a patent, this time a patent about writing objects in-game. Game Freak reported this as having been served a final rejection where, as part of the claims regarding the patent, Nintendo had 22 of their 23 claims be rejected. But it turns out you only really need one for it to be a problem. Now, that last claim only needed to be reworked for the patent to be granted. So
Amendments to the claim. The listing of the claims will replace all prior versions and listing of claims in the application currently amended. A non-transitory computer-readable storage medium having stored therein a game program, causing a computer of information processing apparatus to provide execution, compromising. Okay, controlling a player character in a virtual space based on a first operation input associated with selecting, based on selection operation, a boarding character that the player character can board. Oh, this is the flying one. To board the boarded character and bringing the player characters into a state where the player can move wherein. Okay, so this is the gliding shit.
So Nintendo is very much not defeated in America, even though 22 of their claims for this patent, weren't accepted. And there's actually a lot Nintendo can do. They can appeal the decision, they can rework the claims in line with feedback, or they could even try to convince the patent examiner that some of the 22 rejected claims are valid. And that all seems like a lot of work just to try to toss one more patent on top of the pile that they're accumulating. And
okay, hold on.
Appeal the
Back up.
So Nintendo...
Is this only for... like if you summon a creature and then you ride on the creature? Controlling a player character in a virtual space based on the first operation input in association with selecting, based on the selection operation, a boarding character. Okay, so having the player, controlling the player, and then selecting another character that you can ride. What other game does that? Fucking shit, dude. Like, you get an option of characters to ride. You get an option of mounts to ride in fucking World of Warcraft or like any MMO. Fuck, dude. Trying to think of, like, something else. Stuff you can, like, summon and ride.
Was very much not defeated in America, even though 22 of their claims for this patent, weren't accepted. And there's actually a lot Nintendo can do. They can appeal the decision, they can rework the claims in line with feedback, or they could even try to convince the patent examiner that some of the 22 rejected claims are valid. And that all seems like a lot of work just to try to toss one more patent on top of the pile that they're accumulating in the US. But it's Nintendo. They're mercs legally. And it's actually wider than just them. And that's not just my opinion. It's directly from the mouths of people who actually make the patent decisions, because they are huge business. In January of this year, we got to see things from the perspective of the people who actually file these lawsuits. Automaton reported on the, quote, importance of intellectual property rights in the games industry at Tokyo Esports Fiesta 2025. This was attended by Capcom, Nintendo, Sega, Konami, and Koei Tecmo. So Sega and Konami's representatives framed these mechanical patents in a way that was very explicit, that it's about incentivizing developers to make new systems and then protecting those systems from being stolen.
Ah, bullshit. They're just trying to protect their own fucking game. And that's all it is. Like, they don't want competition in the same area. That's the only reason Pokemon or Nintendo is going after Power World, is because Power World did it better. Power World did it better. And they tapped into their audience. And they're catching flack like, oh my god, this game's so good. It's like way better than Pokemon. And it's the only fucking reason that they're doing this. It's not even... they're not even protecting anything like of value. It's a fucking you're throwing an object to summon a creature. It could have been easily replaced by a fucking card. Like, you throw a card and a creature comes out, like a fucking Pokemon or a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and the creature comes out. You know, it could be any medium that you throw something and a creature comes out, or riding on a glide, like using an animal as a glider or a vehicle. It's bullshit. It has nothing to do with creating new technology for game mechanics. It has everything to do with protecting Pokemon, and keeping their fucking audience. That's all it is.
And
this is scummy. This is scummy ass shit. It's fucking pussy.
The high costs of development.
Do better. Do better in your fucking games. I've heard everywhere that Pokemon is going down the shitter. Pokemon's going down the shitter. Like Arceus. And people were saying Arceus sucks. Fucking the new Pokemon games suck anyway. Dude, I played Sword and Shield. It was boring as shit. Sun and Moon, boring as shit. Like, no one wants to play. People want nostalgia Pokemon. Let them play fucking Pokemon. You play as a kid, you go around, you look for fucking badges. The last Pokemon game I played that I actually enjoyed was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And it is because it was a remake of the Hoenn region. It was Hoenn region on steroids. It was the best fucking Pokemon game I played so far. Hey You Pikachu is decent. But I don't have a cell phone, so I can't play like fuck, what's the Pokemon game? Pokemon Go. So it was a way for me to like fucking play Pokemon Go, but on the Switch, you know what I mean? But all these new Pokemon games, they fucking suck. They suck dick. Alright? I'm gonna say it right now. Huh? Me? I don't like Pokemon Go, but I like the capture mechanic. Dragon Tail's no cell phone? No, I don't have a cell phone. I'm on the computer all day. I don't have a cell phone.
Licensing.
Anyways, new Pokemon sucks, and Power World fucking gave the fans what they wanted, and Nintendo's butthurt. They're freaking out because they're like, oh shit.
And the latter part in particular was the real value of all of this work, rather than potentially risky or expensive lawsuits. But patents are also a significantly more useful tool to have than just copyright alone. Capcom's representative echoed Nintendo's with the idea that they can protect their brands, right, from infringement or damage via patents, and it's basically another tool in their arsenal, especially when brands are capable of skirting full copyright, but say can capture the spirit of a game. So for them, it's not necessarily, at least they frame it, about stamping out competition or punishing smaller teams for trying to innovate by
Bullshit.
iterating in other games. It's more about protecting what they have from other companies, big or small, not necessarily great. And that's why Nintendo, for an example, files patents for every mechanic in their games, regardless of the likelihood of them being granted. And it's that leaves the companies that breach those patents in hot water. Yes, in a way that can feel very direct and targeted, like what we've been talking about here, but also just in a systemic level, right? In that this is kind of how the system ends up working. They just make a point of filing patents for everything, right? Because they have then maximum coverage. That means, well, they can use those to further whatever ends they may have. And it's for that reason that, well, within Pal World, we're seeing all the fun business around gliding. In addition to the fact that the pals now spawn beside you instead of out of a ball. But okay, now that we've explored a lot of the situation, let's bring it all together. First off, this is not going to be resolved quickly. That's just not how this stuff goes, and especially if
it's
these
gonna take
lawsuits
years.
expand to the US or further afield. Pocket Pair is clearly planning to take Nintendo on to the best of their
Good,
ability
man.
here, despite Nintendo's legendary legal track record.
Yeah.
I mean legendary. All of their lawyers are John Wick type people. So if they can win, it will be a brilliant David and Goliath story. But with companies like Capcom and Sega very happy to explain that these patents are part and parcel of game development now, it's not necessarily going to be an earth-shattering change either. It's not going to be a case where Pocket Pair could win and then standards and all sorts of things in the industry would change. No, not really. The system's too big, there's too much money in it, and realistically speaking, like so many things, it inherently does favor the incumbents, because guess what? They actually have got the resources to do all of these patent filings, right? They actually have the resources to do those things. That means that, say, if everyone was to have an equal quantity of patentable innovation, who are the people who would be most able to act on that opportunity by using their resources? Is it the small little indie team, or is it the company with a humongous legal department? It's
Yeah.
obviously the latter, and that's how it inherently plays in the favor of the incumbents. That's why the likes of your
A battle of
Capcoms,
wallets,
Segas,
man.
etc., are all happy to talk about how this is an important part of modern game development.
Yeah, bullshit. All it is protecting that money, baby. Protecting that IP. I mean, to a stand, like, it's fair to say that you want to protect your IP, right? You don't want fucking Joe Schmo to come up and make a fucking Zelda game and use your name, right? That's a fair point. You know, but a game that comes out, you know, that is inspired by Zelda or a Zelda game and has similar mechanics like swinging a sword or gliding with a glider, using a musical instrument to teleport, shit like that, that shouldn't be an issue. As long as the characters are different, the story's different, the theme, I mean, even the theme doesn't have to be different. Like, you could still have it in medieval times. All it is a fucking hero's quest, right? Call to action, all that shit. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's super scummy, and I feel like it's going to hurt a lot of creativity later down the road. But then again, creativity, restraints or constraints breed creativity as well. So, but eventually, like, everything will get ate up, right? Everything's going to be under copyright. And now they're just going to be like, hey, yeah, you're using this in your game, Mr. Guy, Mr. Joe Schmo. Now you got to pay us money. You know, your game got fucking popular, and you're using our mechanic. Pay us $10 million. You can continue using mechanic. You know, I don't know. It's fucked. I don't like it. I don't like it a lot.
I suppose we'll just have to see what happens to PALs next. But anyway, as fun as all this is, if you want to get the lowdown on a very spicy new business model of...
Oh, I think they're actually, like, there's modders that are bringing back the old mechanics for Pal World, which is great. I think that's awesome. I think the best way to fight shit like that is to have your community make mods and shit. Like, having your games moddable nowadays is is really rewarding for you as a developer and for your community, right? So the game gets extra time played, which is good for you. Like, you got more people playing your game, but now, like, they can add their own spin on it and shit, you know? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's shitty what Nintendo's doing, but fuck, man, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyways, guys, that is it for tonight. I do appreciate everyone who stopped by, everyone who's hanging out, chilling. Thank you so much. Nick Andros, Amiri, Dragon Tales, Amos, Bill the Butcher, Dark Void Dev. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Thanks, my lovely wife. Thanks for the sub, babe. Twitch Prime. Love you too. Yeah, guys. That's it for tonight. I'll be on tomorrow. More game dev shit. Yeah. Peace out. Thanks again.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.